Welcome to Synonymous Podcast Episode 2. We back.
We are back.
Reggie,
like
what up, man?
Back like cook crack.
Santana.
Dipset all day.
What's up, man?
Nothing, man. Just happy to be back. Episode 2. I like to say first, thanks everybody for the feedback and the support. It's very big. Helps us, encourages us.
Absolutely.
It's been great, and we're just looking forward to doing this thing weekly now, and just keep feeding you guys content.
Yeah, keep sending us your feedback. In the DMs. I got we want to hear from you. We want to talk back to you. So keep getting at us, man. So let's get into it, man. There's a lot happened since our last episode.
Last week, yeah.
Last week was
crazy,
eventful to say the least. How was your week, man?
My week was good. It was really good, and then but it was tough. It was just a tough week.
Yeah,
every day because
it was off to a tough start.
Yeah,
Sunday when the news about Kobe Bryant broke, it crushed me, man. Not to start off on a downer, but it really did. And I was kind of surprised that it affected me so deeply. I didn't think it would, but it messed me up, man. And just super tragic, untimely. And I usually I'm not too invested in like different celebrities and things like that. So, I don't mean to sound cold, but a lot of times when celebrities pass, it doesn't affect me. But this was one that did, and I didn't even realize what Kobe meant to me until he passed. And I think that happens too often. And, I saw a lot of people saying this after he passed was like, give people their flowers while they can smell them. And I just really, really believe that's true.
Nori say that all the time on Drink Champs.
He does. That's like
he's like, we're here to celebrate you, give you your props, your roses while you can still smell them.
Yeah, it's like almost like his motivation to do the show.
Right, to let people know that they appreciate it. But like for Kobe, I think you said we appreciated him, but in his death we didn't realize how much we appreciated him.
Yeah, for sure. And we know his impact on the court and everything that he's done, all of his accolades. Right. I don't really, want to talk about that stuff. But I do want to ask you about your perspective because he was in the league for your entire tenure in the NBA from like 2010 to 2017. Right,
Yeah.
So I know you had a lot of run-ins with him on the court.
Yeah, for sure.
I've never heard any of the stories or any of your insight on it. So, I want to definitely get that from you.
No, first, I think him passing away and us being, he impacted the whole world. It's not like certain people are sad or not. You can feel the whole world is sad, it's everywhere. And I think it's just had a bigger impact on us because we at that age where Kobe was our first guy, everybody saw LeBron go through his thing. He was all on ESPN and stuff, and that's great, salute LeBron. But for us, we were 10 years old when Kobe got drafted?
Right.
So he coming out of high school, I feel like he's the first one we saw for our generation to do that. And so we was able to watch Kobe grow and kind of grow with him.
For sure. A lot of people say that he was the Jordan
for us. He was Jordan for us.
He
was, because we were Jordan at the tail end.
Yeah.
And then Kobe was our Jordan. And just like the kids now, their Jordan is LeBron.
LeBron, yeah.
But, so it just, I don't know, it's just sad, like you said, untimely, unexpected. But just playing against him, man, was in itself is just special. Seeing him on the court and actually physically being there guarding him or him guarding you is different.
How many times did that happen?
Well, I wasn't the best defender, so So if I go, anytime I was on Kobe, it was on a switch for sure, which means they was probably picking on me. Like, we're going to put Reggie in the switch, right. Kobe attacking him.
Oh, man. How many times did he attack you, man?
I probably got switched on every 2 or 3 times before I came out the game. But
that's hilarious.
Seriously, like, I just remember my first moment in encounter with Kobe was my rookie season, and it was a home game against the Lakers. I was at Golden State, and I came out on the court early to work out, like 4:30, because the rookies have to basically, you bottom of the totem pole, you gotta do whatever they say, carry bags, etc. And I saw him down the court working out, and I sat down, and that was the first time when I was in the NBA where I couldn't like do anything.
You didn't even want to work out?
I didn't want to do nothing. I was just like, yo, that's Kobe Bryant. Like,
that's crazy.
What I'm supposed to do.
Was that like your first moment that felt big to you? Like, because I'm sure you experienced a lot of things before that, but that
was my first moment or first time as a basketball player, like ever being like in awe of another player. I don't know, like,
right.
I seen him, and to sit there and stop in my tracks and be like, yo, that's Kobe Bryant. I'm about to play Kobe tonight was different. My first moment in the NBA was D-Wade.
Right.
I knew I was there when he crossed me and I fell. But, that's a story for another time.
Yeah, it's about Kobe
it's
right
about
now.
Kobe. But just seeing Kobe, like I said, like for you, what rapper would you see and be like, yo, that's...
Yeah, I think Nas, Eminem, Hove, for sure.
So imagine for me being basketball, like Kobe, Jordan.
Yeah.
Not LeBron, like we the same age. But like Kobe, Jordan. My favorite player, Jalen Rose and Penny Hardaway. So like to even be around them, I would.
Right. Yeah. No, I can't fully relate. Like I've been around a lot of people, but like those 3 names that I just said, I have never, rubbed elbows with them, or in a situation where you're like, wow, this is my peer now.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I'm on this level. Like,
But the crazy part is I could only be in amazement for like a few minutes because it clicked. Like, you got to play.
Like, yeah, chill.
It's now competition.
Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed the moment.
Yeah.
Now let's move forward amicably. And because I don't know what that means, I'm going to take that as disrespect.
This your boy?
Smart Tech? Y'all rep the same Smart Tech? So,
most classic line in that movie.
Classic.
Yeah. So I that was my first moment, and then obviously playing against him.
So being like kind of in awe just at that first experience, just sharing the floor with him, like what was there any moments on the court that you remember where you were like, wow, that was a phenomenal athletic feat, like that was different?
When we played against him, everything, just his movement in general. I mean, we played him, and I think him and Monte Ellis were going at it bucket for bucket.
What year?
This was my second year. And him and Monte was like pretty much trading baskets. And,
man, I had the ticket that year. I was watching every one of those games. My parents were too.
It was crazy.
But I don't remember that.
So like I think Kobe had like 41 maybe. And he just all his movements, man, just everything he did was so sharp, and it was like no wasted movement, no wasted time in the move. Like everything was he's just a special player, man. It was nothing that when I played against him that he did that stood out as like, oh, like, damn, he just dunked on somebody or something.
Right.
But as a basketball player and watching the game, he was just so sharp. Like you tell he worked on his stuff he wanted his game to be flawless.
Yeah, that's the Mamba mentality.
Mamba mentality.
That's what that means.
Yeah.
I know you don't want to brag, but did you ever have like a personal victory over him, like on the court? Like anything? Did you grab a board? Did you do anything?
I got one great memory going against him. It was actually a preseason game. and we were playing the Lakers in Ontario, California, and I had a great game. I remember that game actually. I had like 28 points. Who remembers preseason games, right? And I had like 28 points or something. And he started guarding me, and I came down. I like went between legs or something like that.
He started guarding you because you was hot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I shot a 3 on him. Made it. And he gave me like the look, like he looked at me like, okay, young fella. And then one of my coaches was on the bench and was like, hey, Kobe, he can play now. Hey. He can play, Kobe. And I was like, but I'm jogging back, you know, in my head, I'm like, hell yeah, I can play. But then it was one shoulder that was like, hell yeah, I can play. And the other shoulder was like, chill out. Man, you better slow down. This motherfucker about to go crazy. And then in the fourth quarter, it was a preseason game. In the fourth quarter, he turned into like a regular season Kobe. He just completely took over. We were winning. He completely took over and we lost. And it was like, oh, it's a different level. To turn that switch on like that, it's crazy.
You made him flip the switch though.
I don't know if I made flip the switch.
So what was the score throughout? Like, did y'all have the lead going into the fourth?
Yeah, we were winning.
Yeah.
And then he just took over. He like, I don't know. He just turned into a different person. And I was like, all right, well, that's Kobe anyway, so we just keep it moving. But man, I'm telling you, I think the whole world is gonna miss him, man.
For sure,
the whole world.
I think we are already seeing that, seeing how many people he's affected, how many different parts of life and culture that he's kind of transcended, like him in hip hop. You know, we were talking about that before we cut the mics on.
Yeah.
You know, we were playing some of his joints. I played the Destiny's Child joint where he's got a verse on there and, you know. Say my name. Yeah.
I didn't even know that till you played it.
Yeah. He was on the remix. You know, so a lot of people know, you know, just the general knowledge of him, his stint in the rap game. You know, or like his connection with the culture. You know, I think a lot of people know the Brandy thing. He took Brandy to prom, right?
What is 17?
That's, I mean,
it was big.
GOAT status.
Just off of that. You already knew he was going to be special.
For sure. You know, then he had the song with Tyra Banks, Kobe. And then he was on a remix with Brian McKnight.
That was a good song, actually.
It was.
That's on our playlist.
It really
too.
was. That was, I think, his best verse, honestly. Yeah. That was like...
He might have been more polished by then.
Well, there's also some stuff I know he's got, you know, these deep cuts in the stash somewhere that I would like to find.
Yeah.
But because... So anyway, like, that's all I really knew about it. But after this past weekend, I went back and did some research on like his hip hop career, and there was a lot of shit that I did not know. Like they were trying to make him like the next rap star.
Yeah.
He was signed to Sony.
I didn't know he was signed.
With Steve Stout.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so in 98, he went and lived with Steve Stout like over the summer.
Wow.
And he was training basketball during the day, but at night it was like rap camp.
Man.
Yeah.
I just thought about something that I don't mean to cut you off. It's about Steve Stout, but when he was talking about how he was able to bring the rap culture and basketball together, like with the AI commercial and Jadakiss. That was his whole idea.
See,
so, yeah. But I didn't mean to go off Kobe.
No,
go
that's,
ahead.
That's like a perfect segue because
so I think that's
clearly,
the beginning of it.
They, you know, Steve Stout is known as like a big picture guy. Like he sees these visions and then he brings them to life, and that's what he was trying to do with Kobe.
Right.
But I think like the AI stuff, like really fucked it up. I think they had these big hopes for Kobe at the time, and he actually had talent.
Yeah.
And they were trying to use the fact that, you know, he is in the NBA and trying to, you know, market it. But I think people were already doing that. Shaq already had come out in 93. He had a nice run. Shaq Fu, Shaq Diesel. He came out with the Fu-Schnickens. Yeah. He had a track with the Fu-Schnickens. Like Shaq was really respected, you know. But then I think by the time it was Kobe's turn, the novelty kind of wore off. You had these other athletes that were coming out, and then also you had like AI emerging, and he was like the new face of hip hop as a basketball player.
His image was more.
That's what I'm trying to
geared
get
toward,
at.
yeah.
Because Kobe didn't have that.
He didn't have the image.
He was more clean cut. And
yeah.
AI was
Yeah,
jewels.
get the cornrows, the jewelry, the baggy pants, the baggy. That was in style back then.
Yeah, Jules. That was his name. That was his rap name. So AI started rapping, and then it was just like, I think it was just bad timing. But he was with, like I say, he was with Sony, and Steve Stout was like, taking him under his wing and trying to get him to blow.
That's crazy. I didn't know he was with Sony. That's a big look.
Yeah,
that's a big move.
But they ended up dropping him. So I think he was signed in '98, but in 2000 they dropped him shortly after that song with Tyra Banks.
Yeah.
So
it probably didn't connect.
No, it didn't. And if you listen to it now, you can kind of tell that it was going to be a flop. Even then in 2000, it was really gimmicky. Yeah, it was just really gimmicky. And so Kobe came from Philly, and he really started rapping in high school when he was like 14. He had this crew, and they were like trying to be like Wu-Tang. Like they were called Chi Saw.
I did not know any of this.
They were called Chi.
If anybody knew any of this, please feel free to chime in.
Because I'm not going to front like I had known this, but I had to do my research. And yeah, they were called Chi Saw, which was a gang from a Shaw Brothers film. And the kid with the golden arm. I know you used to fuck with Kung Fu.
Yeah. No, I'm listening to
But
you.
yeah, so the Shaw Brothers films, those were what Wu-Tang drew a lot of their inspiration from. So they were really trying to be like the next Wu-Tang.
Wow.
They were like a crew of like 3 or 4. And then, so Steve Stout signed all of them. He signed that crew, but then was thinking, all right, Kobe's gonna emerge. These are his boys from the neighborhood. He's gonna emerge, and then we're gonna just really focus on Kobe. So it sounded like that kind of happened. Like his homies kind of fell back, and then they were like, he was getting ready to put out his album in 2000. They're searching for a hit. Like, we got to have a hit, and that's what the Tyra Banks thing was. They were like, let's bring in this gimmick, and then
it's just a marketing thing, but just show you how talented he was, though. Yeah, regardless.
But that's what I'm saying about finding the deep cuts. I want to hear the joints where I forget who said it, but the quote was, he was one of them lyrical miracle rappers trying to use big words. They said one of his biggest inspirations was cannabis.
Oh, wow.
So in 2000, and I went through that phase as an MC as well. In 98 and 2000, I was really trying to do that Eminem cannabis shit that was just using big words just
for cannabis, man.
Just to do it.
Poor cannabis.
Cannabis.
LL Cool J happened.
Dog.
Just fell off, man. Kobe, so much. That's talent, bro.
Yeah. So he was dropped from the label in 2000, and I think because of the bad timing, and then I think just because that single did not hit. Yeah. It didn't land like they thought it would, and it kind of made him look corny. And so what he tried to do is then just go right back into his like lyrical miracle style. Yeah. Be like, I'm like this backpack rap. I'm gonna get back to that. And that wasn't happening. In 2000, nobody was, and you're signed to a major, they don't want to do that.
They just want hits.
Yeah.
They just want hits.
And so after he was dropped, he tried to start his own label, an independent label, where he focused on, like quote unquote, like real hip hop.
Yeah.
And, lyrical music, and not MCs that were trying to, or artists that were trying to land a big hit. He was trying to do it for the culture. Right. And that lasted like a year, and then
I didn't know he was that vested in music, like starting your own label and getting signed and
they said like real early, because he lived in Italy because his pops played professionally overseas. He lived in Italy
like 13
until when he came back to Philly at like 13, that's when he started rapping. So from 13 to I guess, when did he get drafted? Was it
96? He was 18.
Yeah. So 13 to 18, he was like, it sounded like he was as invested in music as he was in basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not equally, but he absolutely was a student of the game, the hip hop, and and was really taking it seriously.
It was just synonymous.
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 He was synonymous.
It went hand in hand. It was synonymous. He was synonymous of our generation.
I see you with the reference, with the segue reference. Yeah.
Synonymous. Man.
Yeah. But yeah, so I got a list. I want to do this little segment. I got a list here of a bunch of Kobe references where people referenced him or used his name in different rap songs. So I want to go through these joints, and I want you to rate them. You know, we're gonna rate the bars. So we'll do, you know, like
what are you doing? 1 through
do like
what?
5 mics.
Five mics.
Yeah, 1 through 5.
Taking it back.
Oh yeah, the source. And then
You just feel bad.
and then
when
at the end, I'm gonna see if you
1.5 mic.
I'm gonna see if you knew who said some of these. All right. I just took a perk, now I'm on another level. Tasting on the Molly got me dancing with the devil. Poured an 8th of Kobe Bryant, mixing purple with the yellow. Got these racks on me now, it's hard to keep this shit together.
Ooh. That was hard with that 8th.
That was hard.
That was hard. The perk, when you first said perk, I thought of Lil Wayne, because there's a lot of drugs in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's Wheezy.
Poured an 8th of Kobe Bryant, mixing purple with the yellow. Got these racks on me now, it's hard to keep this shit together.
I'm gonna give it a 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right.
That's like an A. 5 is like an A plus.
Yeah, I'm good with that rating. Yeah.
Who said that?
Future.
Future?
Future said that.
I'm not familiar with Future for bars like
Yeah,
that.
that's
Maybe
what I'm saying.
I need to
When
really
I
take a listen to his
Bro,
lyrics.
when I know, I was like, I gotta go back to this song, because on paper right there, that is technically sound. Like,
Yeah.
even the whole, you know, iambic pentameter, the flow of it is. I mean, we know Future is like the king of flow.
No,
so
Future.
that's besides
I
the
like
point.
Future. I just
But like one thing he does well is flow. But
Yeah.
the impressive thing here is that's a
lyrical.
good bar.
It's very
that
lyrical.
was very lyrical.
Yeah.
All right. I'm the lost angel known on Satan's door. What the fuck y'all take me for? I love you because you hate me more. I'm Kobe on the Lakers floor, except I give you 84.
that was all right. It was a reach with the 84.
I think it just landed. I think that just landed in his lap as he was writing that. Like
Yeah.
84.
Don't try to
Kobe
outdo
scored
it.
81.
Don't try to
All
outdo
right, all right.
81.
But this artist referenced Kobe a lot. So this is like another day in the park. There's another day at the office, because he just always is referencing Kobe.
Wayne.
Nah, first of all, rate it. First of
Going
all,
back
rate
to
it.
Wayne twice.
First of all, rate it.
I know Wayne a big Kobe guy. I'm gonna give that like a 2.5.
Okay.
That Future one was hard. That one was like,
I would say, yeah, I would probably give it a 3, but I think you need to hear it,
I
because
think if I heard on the beat.
yeah, the beat is really hard,
Yeah.
and the way he says it, it's like the delivery is good.
Give me a hint.
West Coast. West Coast.
Who, the game?
Yep.
Oh, that's a 0. I hate it. You know what? Let me say one thing. The game can rap his ass off.
Yep.
I do. You know what disconnects me from the game is, and this is him. It's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't hit for me. It's like all the antics that come. He like always beefing with somebody.
Right.
Or I'm like, bro, you are like one of the best rappers. Like, you really got bars. Like, just stick to and you make good songs.
Yeah.
Why you always in a beef?
Yeah, I agree. Sometimes, you know, when you're at that level, some shit doesn't need to be entertained.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna, you know, try.
No, I'm not bashing. I like his music.
Yeah, I'm not bashing him either.
But
I like some of his music. I'm just kind of lukewarm with him. Like,
I'm not checking for him.
Exactly.
But if somebody be like, yo, listen to this Game song, or I like listen, I'm like, dang, Game really rapping.
Yeah, but I absolutely respect him.
Oh, for sure.
I think that he has classics. I mean, he at least has one classic. You
Yeah.
know, the
First
the
album.
first joint. But jeez, man,
Yeah,
that was
without a doubt.
amazing.
Yeah. It's just his other when he always beefing with people and stuff. I can't.
Yeah. I recently listened to a podcast with him and Talib Kweli. You need to listen to that podcast. Yeah. It's fire. But that was, I think he's like maturing, like because he kind of talks about some of that stuff, and he made a lot of good points. So I think like listening to his perspective may change your perspective a little bit. Yeah. All right. Made me so proud, I bought my bitch some shit from her favorite designer and a chihuahua. What's the occasion? Don't worry about it. I don't fuck with snakes except Kobe the Mamba. I did pretty good with the flow too.
I like the chihuahua.
Made me so proud, I bought my bitch some designer from her favorite designer and a chihuahua.
That's detailed.
What's the occasion? Don't worry about it. I don't fuck with snakes except Kobe the Mamba.
I'm gonna get about 3. I'm gonna ride a 3. It's a good one.
Man.
It's a good one.
I'm definitely giving that one a 4.
I like the Chihuahua line.
Again, maybe it's because I know I can hear it.
You can hear it. I can't hear it. I like the Chihuahua line. I don't like what he said after don't worry about it. I don't mess with snakes. The mom, Kobe.
You said you didn't like the Kobe part?
I didn't like how he went from there to there. I just didn't like it.
So seeing how he went from there to there so quick, who do you think it is?
Your favorite rapper?
Who?
Logic.
Hell no. Man, I'm angry at that. I'm rip-roaring pissed.
All right, give me a hint. You gotta give me a hint for something.
All right. He might be the biggest like Kobe fan as a rapper. He might be the
Lil Wayne then.
Yeah.
It was Weezy.
And now I want to rap it like him.
And a chihuahua, what's the occasion? Don't worry about it. I don't fuck with snakes except Kobe the Mamba.
The way he said it. You gotta hear it.
I might gotta hear it.
You gotta hear it. All right. So we got a. All right. I think this is valid.
That. He don't like that at all.
All right.
That Logic one, he did not like that.
I didn't like that just because that, in my mind, then that was like, you're comparing Logic to Wayne, and I just.
No, not at all.
I don't see it. Stevie. All right. Yo, all right. Came up, didn't think I'd pass shit. Underrated, slam dunk, never passed it. Come around my way, boy, you never lasted. Kobe Bryant of the rap game, never pass it.
Give that a. I might need to hear that one. I ain't.
Here, I'm gonna let you read it because I had to bleep out a couple of N-words.
Let me see.
I had to, yeah. So maybe, yeah, you read that out loud, the one right there at the bottom. So that might
have passed it. Underrated slam dunk, nigga never passed it. Come around my way, boy, you never lasted. Kobe Bryant of the rap nigga. That's like a 1.
Facts. That is a 1.
Terrible. Who said that?
Agree.
I can't even.
Lil B, the bass guy.
I'm done. I
had to throw one of those something like that in there.
I'm mad at that. That's like 1.
All right. My mansion sitting on 40 acres. Who the neighbors? Kobe Bryant from the Lakers. Now that's paper.
Oh, I heard this before. Who is that?
Again, I did great with the flow.
Is that Ross? I know y'all gonna listen to this and be like, well, how you don't know who this is?
Yeah.
Who is this?
All right, check it out.
I know that.
My mansion sitting on 40 acres. Who the neighbors? Kobe Bryant from the Lakers. Now that's paper. Or does he say, now that's paper? I might have fucked that last part up, but the flow is right. The inflection may be off, but you still don't know?
Who is that? Give me a hint. Give me a hint.
Well, rate it first, because that's going to sway you. 5.
My mansion sitting on them acres.
I mean, and I think that's
who
just...
the neighbors? Kobe Bryant from the Lakers. Come on,
that's
man.
paper.
That's paper. That's hard.
That's Juicy J.
That's why I knew it was...
But I think that's like... That might be one of the most famous ones. Like... Or did they had... what's the... with Jay-Z and Kanye, didn't they have a big Kobe line? I don't have it down here. I just thought of it.
Hey man, I probably listen to it. I probably gotta listen to it.
Maybe, I don't know. But
I'm on the spot now just thinking
right. No, that's tough.
Kobe lines. That Juicy J, that's a good one. It's so real. Like my mansion's sitting on 40 acres. Who the neighbors? It's Kobe Bryant from the Lakers.
Now that's paper. Yeah, no. I just think it's super impactful. It's to the point.
Yeah.
It's not super, but it is a statement.
It's braggadocious.
It's super brag rap, and I live for that.
He's talking a lot of shit on that.
What you think about? Oh, that one more. We hit the spot to chill with the Fuji grill. She ordered the Kobe beef like Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, that's I'm losing it today. That punchline is so hard.
It is. This is probably the best punchline, like the best metaphor, using his name. And
I'm gonna get it a 4. Who is that? Don't tell me. Give me a hint.
You go to this city often, where he's from.
So I go to Chicago. There ain't chance.
Nah, man. I'm disgusted.
I go to this city often.
Mm-hmm.
DC?
No, you was right. Chicago.
Is that Kanye?
Yeah, that's Kanye.
I'm very disrespectful.
Oh man, it was on a remix.
That's
I can't
definitely
remember.
Kanye.
I ordered the Kobe beef like Shaquille O'Neal. That was like early 2000 Kanye flow. It was a remix, and it was like
that was Slum Village, Selfish.
No,
right?
No.
That's when he said
it was a remix.
Switch girls around like 3LW.
Bro, Kanye's features at that time when he splashed on the scene, I mean, he was really trying to prove himself as a rapper.
Oh, he was killing.
Like every verse. Remember the one with Dilated Peoples?
Yeah. When he said, I'm a Chicagoan, like Chicago. No, that's
like Chicago Win.
What was that?
Is that verse?
I think that's the one. Hold on.
Yeah, but I mean, he was. I mean, his verses were just. I looked forward to every one of his features. I was just a super fan.
He said some stuff when he said, "I push back like that with Ghostface."
Yes, I knew it was something weird.
No, have you heard that album?
No, yes, but I knew it was something that you wouldn't think of.
Most people wouldn't
know
that album.
No, I love that album.
Yeah, that album is crazy.
Ghostface. I love that remix, that collaboration of the group of people.
That album, that's definitely going on.
Yeah.
I remember that. I definitely remember that. Because I listen to that album still. That's a very good album.
Yeah. Facts. So, all right, what do you think about? All right, so here's another Kanye line, trying to get that Kobe number 1 over Jordan.
Yeah, that was tough.
I didn't love it.
It was a good line. I mean, it wasn't like his greatest, but actually, now that I think about it, what does it even mean?
Exactly. He's just trying to say like the easy jumped over the jump, man. It's just like that. He's just trying to say he's better than
Is that
Jordan.
what he's trying to say?
I guess.
Yeah, but he's from Chicago, so I don't think he would say he's better than Jordan. That's tough.
Trying to get that Kobe number 1 over Jordan, 24.
I got that.
I know. I'm thinking out loud.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like it's 24,
No.
like it's 20. What?
He's just trying to get 1 over Jordan, 24. That's his number.
Exactly. I don't think it's any deeper, but I'm trying to make it.
It's really just at a surface level,
Number 24.
and that's it.
It's just that shit's a 1.
That's just that's a 0, bro.
No,
it has no substance.
Seriously,
you'd have to explain that.
That's why I never loved it, because there's really no substance behind it. It's just it's so surface level that he rushed writing that. Yeah. Like he was just like, oh yeah, 1 over. There's something there.
Or maybe
but
it just sounded good with the rest of the verse.
I'm sitting here critiquing Kanye's writing.
Tripping. Like you don't got hits out here.
Kanye, hit me up, man, if you need. I'll see y'all.
Every rapper though don't have like every bar is gonna be
whoa
crazy.
Look at this guy turning it around. That's what I was trying to tell you about Eminem last week.
But what about this Wayne album? How far have you gotten into it?
I've gotten like halfway through it, and then I kind of listened to the second half passively. I kind of listened to it all passively. There was a couple joints that I ran back. Right. Let me see. Do you have it up?
I got it up.
I think it's called Mamma Mia or like Mia or some shit.
What's good, brother? This one.
Yes, this is like mixtape Weezy. Turn that down a little bit. Yes, go.
Push me like a red button.
Yeah, Weezy.
Yeah.
Woo.
We'll let y'all go listen to the whole album.
Yeah, go listen to it because I don't want to get this audio stripped off if we use it. But that track definitely stood out to me on my first way through, on my first listen. I like the first 3 tracks actually. The joint with J-Rock was cool. Bing James.
How you feel about J-Rock?
I think J-Rock is phenomenal.
His last
album was one of the best albums of that year. I think it was 18. I think that was technically a 2018
was it Grammy
album.
Nominated? Was it a Grammy?
I think it was.
That
should have been.
Pusha T, Nipsey Hussle's album, and Cardi B, right?
And in my mind, I don't know the nominees, but in my mind, as far as hip hop, I think who else had one of the albums of the year that year was Royce the 5'9".
Oh my God.
This dude has something against Royce, and
you're gonna have to give me a song to go to that's gonna really like change my mind.
I did.
I know.
I recall that night I played
the one with Westside.
Cocaine.
Yeah. Oh, Cocaine. I had heard that before.
I know,
heard that before.
And I had too, but when I revisited the album like a couple months ago, I was just like, wow, I didn't realize the first listen through how great this album is. And I just asked you to do the same, to just revisit it.
Oh,
go
I
back
have no problem doing that.
Yeah,
it's the Book of
Ryan.
Book of Ryan.
Yeah, and the J-Rock album was Redemption.
Yeah, Redemption is from top to bottom, start to finish.
Amazing album.
You don't have to change one track.
Yeah.
I'll go back and give Book of Ryan a shot and see what's going on with it. I know, wasn't J. Cole on there?
Yeah. They had a video for that. A really good video, too.
Yeah, because he killed the features last year, too.
J. Cole was a feature killer.
He was on everything.
But he did that I think he took a year off of doing that, but he was doing that. He had another feature run where he was that was his goal, to just body everybody's shit.
Yeah, he's
pretty good at doing
too.
that.
Because, I knew he was special when he had lunch with Hov.
Where did they eat?
They kept it cool. They was in DC at the rib spot. Frank Underwood used to eat it.
That's probably a real.
Now who knows where they was at?
Reggie keeps lunch stats.
Who knows where they was at? Home could have had them anywhere, man. Some restaurant we'll never hear about in our life.
Yeah, because J. Cole was like hunting this man down, trying to get him to just hear him. So J. Cole wouldn't give a damn if they was eating at Wendy's.
He probably slid to Wawa, got him a chicken cheese steak, and one of them Wawa eliminated sweet tea mixes and kept it moving.
Yeah, because Jay-Z didn't have to roll out the red carpet.
He did not roll out the red carpet.
Cole was ready.
He was ready. He was ready.
Oh man. So Wayne, I gotta finish the Wayne album. I gotta really sit with it. But I love, man, that shit that we played. I just love hearing Wayne like that. It reminded me of like Drought 3 Wayne or like No Ceilings, where he's just absolutely going in.
Dedication 2.
I mean,
with the cannon.
Cannon. Yeah.
What was my song on there? Was
On Dedication 2?
Yeah,
I know mine.
for sure.
Cover my tracks like butter, so where the bread be. I see beef is dead meat.
The Sports Center joint.
Yeah,
All
with the tennis
I watch is sports,
in the
sports,
background,
sports.
right?
We need to get that as a drop.
With the
All
tennis.
I watch is sports. Yes, yeah. Quite frankly,
What was mine?
pardon the interruption.
Wait, was this on Dedication 2?
Yeah, that was
late,
Dedication
right?
2.
But I was on her ass like some brake lights. We keep going till what was? I might be off.
I don't know.
I think that's Dedication 2. It was like it had the old sample.
That was a Ninth Wonder beat.
Yeah, it was on the Ninth Wonder beat.
I don't remember his
Miss
rap on
Butter
that, though.
Pecan, Caramel.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna call it Darling. That's what I'm gonna call it. Yeah. Should I say Sweetheart? Nah, I'm gonna call it Darling.
That was Dedication 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one a lot too.
Yeah.
was a
Dedication
good
2 was great.
Right.
Drought 3 was great.
And I'm
what's
a
the
ride
one?
for my mom.
Oh wow.
Die with my finger on the trigger.
I always say he made that beat sound different.
Yeah.
Like when he rapped over it, it just sounded completely different. It made me think about like if I was in the studio and they played that for me, would I like?
Yeah, because I
I
don't know
would've been
nobody
like, wow.
listen to Mike Jones' version no more.
No.
After that was crazy.
He had like the
And
kids
you don't
talking.
wanna with a soldier.
Yeah,
That was a good one.
But the other mixtape, I think was it called Carter Sessions. That's when he had the and a ball like swoosh, and I smoked that kush.
I remember that.
Remember that whole.
He had a couple on there. Because he had one line on there, I think
he was really in his bag.
like,
there.
I leave you with bones like a fish plate. Some leave you all bones like a fish plate or something.
Said she's feeding me grapes and crepes, and by the way, that's French pancakes. Whatever that joint was called was dope. What do you say? I'm so high, you need a ladder. Climb up on here and watch me get at her.
So I read something the other day. Do you agree with this? That they said that Jay-Z is the Jordan of the generation. They say Lil Wayne is the Kobe of the generation. And LeBron is Drake of the generation. Do you agree with that?
Run that back. I gotta see.
So it's from basketball to rappers. It said Jordan is, they all say Jordan's the GOAT.
Right.
They say Jay-Z is Jordan of rap.
I agree.
Kobe is Kobe. And they say Lil Wayne is the Kobe of rap.
Okay.
And then LeBron is LeBron. So of each generation, these are the GOATs of, and they're saying LeBron is the GOAT of the new generation and comparing rap with Drake as being that level. Would you agree with that? Yeah, I think during Kobe's run, Lil Wayne was on top.
He had a run. Yeah. But I just think like shouldn't
Where did I read that at? Was that on
shouldn't
Elliot
Nas
Wilson?
be Kobe? You know, should Nas be Kobe? And then I think Drake and LeBron is fair. I agree with the LeBron and Drake and Hove and Jordan for sure. But the Kobe joint.
You don't
I
think
don't know.
Wayne? You don't think Wayne is like underappreciated right now? As
I
far
do.
as-
I do. I think he's
like
absolutely
we still
a GOAT.
respected Kobe and appreciated, but towards the end it was just like till he come out there and drop 60 on you. And,
No, you're right.
and tear his Achilles and shoot 2 free throws and
You're
walk
right,
off the
but
court.
that don't mean nothing. Like Jordan had his time in Washington, but you know, people like we're not worried about that. Like,
Yeah.
So I think whoever said that put Kobe as Wayne because just people think of Kobe and Wayne because they were cool like that.
They're just synonymous.
And they synonymous. They were this dude with the drops. Oh man. Yeah, that's like me saying Cane. That's like me saying Cane is the name all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta stop. I gotta stop doing that.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good. You got to remind them.
I gotta remind him.
Yeah, but Right. They were like Wayne was a super Kobe fan and Kobe was a super Wayne fan. I think that's why. But I think it's a good debate. But it's also just hard to like, what exactly are we comparing? You know?
Well, I think if you're just looking at the surface and not getting like too detailed with it, like if somebody said Kobe Bryant, who was the Kobe Bryant of the rap game? Who's the first person that come to your mind? You think Nas, but
because I think it's Hove, and then I think it's probably Nas.
Yeah, but I think most people might say Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I think more people would not say Nas.
Yeah, I really don't think nobody.
I know you're a fan. That's why
Yeah.
you're kind of.
I mean, I hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think nobody's gonna say
No.
Nas.
Yeah.
I mean, do you?
All right, so
I'm not trying to like.
Nas,
rain on
I'm
your
fighting
parade.
for you, bro. I'm fighting for you. I see what they're trying to do. But
Nas is great.
hey,
We know Nas is
I
great.
won't let it happen, Nas. I won't let Nas down.
All right, J. Cole. Nas is like.
I see what it is, but I had to just, I had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
But I think it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. I just thought it was interesting that when I read that, I was like,
But all right,
actually,
so
that
you
makes
said
sense.
nobody would say Nas, so who would they liken Nas to?
I was just thinking, that's what I was just about to ask you. I was just thinking about who. So this is,
I got a good one.
who you got?
Kevin Durant.
No,
You don't, why?
not for Nas.
You think somebody that's got rings and like,
Yeah, like a little more tenure. Kevin Durant been in the game.
I just
a
feel
minute,
like
but
it's-
Nas been in the game for so long, so I don't want to like say KD.
right. So we need some rules here. What exactly
I would
are we
say
comparing?
somebody like
'Cause I
Nas would
just
be
feel-
like,
Yeah, Kevin
like
Durant.
a
that's probably
D
bad.
Wade or something. Like he's still great. He's still great.
I like that.
And everybody knows he is great. And please don't kill me, D Wade, or anybody when I say this, but he's not the greatest. So like people think
But he
Jay-Z
could-
is
But he could be in the same discussion
still
as
in the
those
same
guys.
discussion as
Yeah.
one of the top 5. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could be, or top 10, or however you want to do it.
Right.
You could be like D Wade top 5. Look at his stats. Boom, 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 boom.
Right.
Like I would say something like that. But
Yeah.
he's not that GOAT
Right.
like that.
Yeah, no.
Not like the Jordan GOAT, But D Wade is definitely a GOAT.
yeah.
I mean,
no, I like
one
that
of the
I like
one
that
of the
one.
best of all time, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So is Nas.
Right. Yeah, the Kevin Durant, that was bad.
No,
That's
Kevin
that's
Durant-
But I was just trying to find somebody that people may not throw in the list, but still deserves a whole lot of credit. And
D-Wade.
he's kind of mild-mannered and stuff. So I was also thinking about that, like who they would be if they were synonymous. But yeah, no, that's I like
y'all
that.
can see us right now talking about this. No, I think D Wade is a good Nas comparison.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, we could go down
I know.
all day and just pick. And people are gonna have their Durant. Who would you say with Durant? Like you don't know.
Ghostface Killer.
For KD? That's who you giving it? Oh man. All right. Durant? I don't know.
Nah,
Think on that.
I may do. Yeah, we gotta shelf this and come back. I gotta really, and we gotta come up with some like framework as far as like.
There's got to be rules.
I think so.
Well,
I know.
But the initial ones we have, I think,
I think I agree with
pretty
that.
much are.
And we added D Wade in there.
And we
D-Wade is
threw
Nas.
D-Wade, and D-Wade is
Yeah.
Nas.
All right.
Because I know how bad you wanted somebody to be compared with.
I did. I felt like he was left out.
I know, that's why I said
I
it.
can't let Nas down.
That's why I
he's
said it.
listening right now. We're gonna have lunch soon. All right, we back. We had to recompose. We after the basketball rapper comparisons. Shit got. I was forcing Nas in there, man. He needed to be in the discussion, but moving on. we want to get to the Grammys. The Grammys happened. It was Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday, and it was actually at the Staples Center, which was crazy.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So there was a lot of mention of Kobe, and I didn't actually watch him. I was at an event out here, RVA Rap Elite. Shout out RVA Rap Elite. It's an amazing movement.
Oh yeah, speaking of that,
Yeah.
tell me about you had an event last weekend at the Rap Elite.
Yep.
And about the draft.
Yeah, so Rap Elite, just for like the common listener, the casual hip hop fan or whatever, just if you're not aware of what's going on in Richmond's hip hop scene, it's this platform. It's a series of live shows, and at these shows there are open ciphers, so you can just sign up. It's first come, first serve, and so that's like the main attraction to me as far as I'm concerned, because watching how it developed. It started as, like open mic type of situation, right. But now it has the bar has been raised, and there are dudes coming in there hungry with bars. And so if you've never been to one, it's like an 8 Mile type of the shelter atmosphere.
I've been to a couple.
Yeah, but
you're doing your thing.
Mm-hmm, but it is elevated to another level, in my opinion. I think people are really starting to see the value of it. And people are just bringing their bars, and it was sold out. The last one was sold out. So you've got the open cipher, and then you've got a variety of other things. You usually have performances. Actually, I'm performing there next month at the next Rap Elite.
Okay,
I'll be doing a set. So you got people doing sets, and then another thing, and then you've got battles. The battle was crazy. Bravo versus Chance. Shout out to both of them. And then another thing they started doing was these team cipher battles. And it's basically 5-on-5 over a beat. And I just love that, because people don't battle like that anymore. Yeah. And it's really, there's an art to it, and it really brings out the real artists and real rappers. Like, put on a beat.
So is this beat an original beat somebody made, or y'all taking it like?
We've done both ways, I believe. I was in a team cipher at the season premiere of the last season. I mean, the season finale. Sorry, the season finale of RVA Rap Elite season 2. Go check that out. It was Team Radio versus Team Nicholas F.
Okay.
So Nicholas F drafted his 4 guys, and Radio drafted his 4 guys.
For y'all that don't know that these are Richmond artists.
Richmond artists,
from Richmond, Virginia. Nicholas F. He was doing some big things. I remember.
Yeah.
Not saying he still isn't, but
he absolutely
really
is.
Nice buzz going at one point.
Yeah. I mean, I think, the point, not to put words in your mouth, but I think the thing that you want to stress is like, more people should know who he is, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think he's just, an amazing artist, and he has been doing it for a long time. With some of the titans of the game, like Drake. A lot of people know that, but anyway, the event is phenomenal. So if you're in the Richmond, Virginia area and you're a hip hop fan, come out, and I mean the energy is just incredible. Like, I was having the conversation, like, I know for a fact in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area, there is no other platform that has that kind of energy and gives you that kind of platform. I know for a fact, because I've been around here for a while now, but I wonder if there's any other city, even in the country, that feels like that. Because if there is, I have to go. I need to be. So what I'm trying to say is it's very special. I know that sounds like a bold statement, but honestly, if you come out to these shows and you are in the building and you're a hip hop fan, like it is just the rawest form of hip hop that you're gonna get, and motherfuckers that really care about rapping and people that care about hearing raps are in that building, and it's amazing.
No, that's pretty dope, man.
So
that's really dope. I was thinking when you just said Nicholas F working with some big name artists in the game, for like who are the biggest artists you work with so far?
That I have already worked with?
Yeah.
The biggest one that I really hang my hat on is the Talib Kweli.
Kweli.
I mean, that was just phenomenal. I'm really proud of that. That was on a Static Selector compilation album. And it came to me as a big surprise. I thought the track was done. And then, I sent in my verse. And then Static got back to me and was like, yo, Talib's on it. Because at first we thought Mr. Porter was going to be on there. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And then it was Kweli. And coming up, I mean, Reggie knows me, like what I was listening to when he first met me, it was Kweli, Common, Most Def. And I actually put him on to some of those. Like, he put me onto a lot, but
yeah, you put me on them for sure.
I'm proud to say that.
Yeah.
So just growing up, listening to him, it was amazing to be on a record with him. So that's a big one. CJ Fly is on that record as well. It's called Scratch Off. Go listen to that, Scratch Off, with me, CJ Fly, and Kweli. Yeah, that's the only one that matters to me. No disrespect to anybody else, but yeah, like I got a joint with Nicholas F and Radio B. That's, I'm a fan of them because they superstars for real. Like, and that's cool that you can really be fans of your friends like that.
Right. Well, it's inspiration
for sure.
It's inspiring, man. You want to surround yourself with people that's gonna uplift you and bring you to another level. Too.
For sure. I mean, but that's just like a perk that comes with it. Right. I just, I'm a legitimate fan of both of them. And a lot of artists around here, like. I don't work with a whole lot of people. Like, I don't have a long rap sheet of features, and I'm just real particular about it. Music is a personal thing to me, and, I don't want to just, get anybody on there, especially, like, if it's for, like, clout purposes, I'll never do that. Like, just get somebody to, pay a bunch of money to have somebody on my record just because I know it's going to get clicks and shit like that. Right. Nah, I want it to happen organically. Yep.
It's the word of the decade right now. Everybody says that. It's gotta happen organically.
Yeah. It's a good word.
No, it's a great word. Yeah. It just fits with everything going on right now. Yeah. I try to eat organically. I try to, just organically.
I need vegetables. Is weed vegetables?
I didn't say that.
Wayne said it.
I didn't say that. Wayne said that. Wayne said that.
Just bringing a synonymous rap reference to the topic. Yo, we had like five synonymous drops. All right, so Sunday I was at the Rap Elite event. I wasn't at the Grammys, but I went back. Watch some of the performances, and bro, you have to watch this Tyler, the Creator performance when he did Earthquake. He started with
let me pull it up. Right
let's pull it up. He started with
Earthquake,
Uncle Charlie and Boys to Men.
Oh, that's on the playlist too.
Well, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that was already in my head. I gotta write that one down.
It's a great song though. You think Pharrell do this? I know they was working together.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was another thing. I needed to go back and look at all these production credits on this album because the album is incredible.
You got Charlie Wilson singing the hook and Boys to Men harmonizing in the back.
But look at Tyler though. I mean, he leaves everything out there during this performance. Standing by the fire, out on the street. Yeah. What he's wearing is crazy, but you can't really see it right now.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of his music?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think he's a genius. And that wig is is amazing.
That's the Elton John joint.
It looked like he bought a wig and then he cut it himself to make it look all fucked up like that. But yeah, what he's wearing. Look at that suit. He's got
it's like a Joker suit.
Yeah, so he's got his right pant leg is all red,
With
left
the sleeve
all white.
Yeah.
And then his left arm sleeve is red and the rest is white up top. And he's got the red G-Shock on. What is that? The red? Oh, I don't know. That's some other shit. And he's got like a candy bracelet on his left wrist. But yeah. That hair makes it like
it's crazy.
Yeah, it makes it. And
It's like
I think this right here is a nod to Eminem.
Oh, wow.
Remember when Eminem did the Real Slim Shady for the MTV Award, and he brought out all the.
And they all got the same thing on.
And that's ironic because Tyler and Eminem have been dissing each other. Hopefully they got that shit right, because Eminem, I think, will cross the line with that diss.
So they just flipped the whole song.
Yeah, look at this. Hey, these dance moves right here. Everything. Look. Ha. But like having that wig on just makes the performance. It just adds an element, a visual element. He reminds me of what from Martin? What was his name? Bill from marketing, or was it Ted? Was it Ted from marketing? I'm out of control. You're out of control. This whole party's out of control.
So our Future don't do nothing together anymore.
Nah, not as a collective.
Wow. That's crazy. That's how they all started, right?
Yeah. Look, he puffing the inhaler. he just pulled out his inhaler. I mean, he's really leaving it all out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
They all leaving.
Yeah. it's crazy. You got to go back and watch that.
I'm gonna have to go watch a few of the performances.
Yeah. The other one, like, so Billie Eilish, you know, she cleaned up that night. She won the most. She won 5.
So you gotta hit me to her real quick.
Okay.
You gotta hit me to her.
Okay.
Who is Billie Eilish? I've heard of this person, and I am not familiar with Billie Eilish.
All right, she's the newest pop sensation, but she hasn't really done it. She hasn't really carved her path in the traditional pop way. She's definitely her own individual. She wears big baggy clothes. She wears and she wears cool shit. She's got her own style. I think she's 18 now.
And got 3 Grammys?
5.
She won 5?
5. And she just was in her bedroom with her brother, Phineas. He's the one that produces, and I believe he mixes and engineers her shit too. I could be wrong, but I know he produces and writes with her. So they sit in the room, they write songs, and man, she, you know, you would think, all right, 5 Grammys, pop girl, you know, she's 17, 18. It's probably, you know, corny. It's not. I mean, it's really dope, and she is got an amazing voice, super talented. And the one thing that's always impressed me about her is her writing. Yeah. Now, I know she's writing with her brother who's older. He's like, I think in his mid-20s or something. But she writes like someone, you know, above her years, like somebody that's been here before. How is a 17-year-old writing these deep lyrics, and the emotion that she puts into the records is dope. So I 1,000% respect her.
So that's somebody I should definitely check out.
Yeah, I don't know if you're gonna.
I mean, I'm open to,
but I think you definitely need to just take it in and see, you know, what she's doing, because she's making such an impact. You know,
I mean, 5 Grammys, you're doing something.
Yeah. She won Song of the Year, Record of the Year, Best New Artist. Lizzo won the best pop solo performance.
And you know how long it took me to find out who Lizzo was?
What'd you think of Lizzo?
She do her own thing. Just, I don't know if her music is like rap or pop.
Yeah.
Or what is it?
Yeah,
I think she's a rapper, but
yeah, I think she's a unique artist, and I think people take attention away from that because of other things, because of like how she dresses and what she chooses to do with fashion.
She does her thing. The most unique artist that I'm a fan of that's not on the Grammys though is Tierra Whack.
Oh man,
And
Tierra Whack.
Her time is coming because
for sure.
Very different.
She is like, I see her kind of as a second coming of Missy. But more, I don't know. I just evolved version of Missy. That's all I'll say. I think she's clearly influenced by Missy with her visuals.
I think they're working together right now, or about to. We're in the studio.
Looking forward to that.
Her, Missy, and I think Timbaland.
So the rap category, Tyler, he won the best rap album. I'm happy with that. I think that album's crazy. You listen to that album, Igor?
No, I did not.
You didn't?
No.
Reggie.
I went back and skimmed through it though, and
please tell me before the next week you'll listen to that.
But them other albums on that in that category, I listened to.
Revenge of the Dreamers, fire.
Listen to
Meek
it.
Mill, Championships.
Listen to it.
21 Savage. I thought that album was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the 21 Savage
and
album.
I definitely listened to that.
Oh, of course. YB and Cordae. Salute on getting that Grammy, man, off the first album. That's incredible, man. DMV.
For sure.
Yep. He from Maryland.
Yeah, Racks
Best rap performance, Racks in the Middle, Nipsey Hussle and Roddy Ricch. I think Middle Child should have won that. That would have got my vote.
Yeah.
But
I wonder how they rate it though and vote and like who gets what and why. Like,
yeah, so
I don't know that.
The Grammy process it's about 13 13,000 to 20,000 people that are voting, and they're all current recording artists or somebody that has a connection with that, like they're the artist manager or something. So like technically I could look into becoming a voting member for the Recording Academy. I know the big thing is it's more complicated than this. And I know that there are some politics, but if I tried hard enough, I could probably do it. Like, you have to have put out so much music throughout a year, because they want it to be kind of like peer evaluated. Okay. You know, they want people that really know what they're talking about to be voting. And then you have to get accepted in your like regional chapter or whatever. And then once you're approved, like they send you the ballot, but you can only vote on 4 categories.
So you can't vote like.
So I couldn't vote on everything.
Right. That's crazy. I didn't even know that.
And then
went like that. I thought it was just like a panel of like 10 people.
No, see, I think that's a big misconception. I think a lot of people think that it's just like a bunch of old, like out of touch white guys that are just voting on this shit.
But it's not.
And it's not. It's like it's peer evaluated to some degree. I mean, I'm not in that circle, so it could be more corrupt. I mean, there's politics in anything that's at this level, for sure. We all know that. But
Synonymous for real.
Is that the 6 drops?
Synonymous. Woo. For real.
Yeah. But we know that. But like you see the ones that are, so if you have 20,000 recording artists that are just in that pool, think about what is gonna get the most votes, the most popular thing, right. Like what had the biggest impact, what those 20,000 people, the majority of them, what they know best. Like, like I know like Tribe Called Quest was really pissed when they didn't win for their last album, which I thought that album was Grammy deserving. But really there needs to just be a bigger hip hop representation in that voting academy. That's what it is. Like, so it's about whoever's in. So maybe it does come back to that, like who is actually in the voting academy. Yeah. I tried to look that up. I tried to look at the demographic. Yeah. I didn't find it. I didn't work that hard, but
you might not find it.
But I want to find out the actual demographic of that voting pool. But yeah, best rap song, A Lot with J. Cole, 21 Savage and J. Cole.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that either. Especially with what else is
The only
in
one
there.
I think that could have beat that possibly would have been Suge.
Yeah, that was he's had a year.
This run,
The Baby is on a
unbelievable.
serious run.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. So that's the Grammys, man. What else did we see? The Ariana Grande performance was cool. But I think the Tyler was the performance of the night for sure. Oh, Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus, and then they brought out Nas. They brought out Nas at the end.
For what?
They threw on like another part of it, like they switched the beat.
Was it a remix or something?
Yeah, like super remix. Because they had they had
Nas
mad
is
people
all
on
over
it.
this today.
Who else was on it? So and the performance, the visual aspect of it was really cool too. It was like a rotating house display with all these different rooms set up. So it was rotating on the stage, and then Lil Nas X was walking into different like bedrooms or different rooms. And every time he went into a different room, there was a new artist. So he walked in the first door, and it was that K-pop band. I don't know what their name is, but the big Korean pop band. Yeah. And then, so they threw on a new part of the remix. Then he walks into the next joint. The little yodel boy from Walmart. Yeah,
the grocery store?
Yeah, he was there. Then he goes into the next room.
Is he?
Yeah.
You said what?
He performed. Like, he's big now. Like,
Yeah, I don't think he performed solo at the Grammys, though, did he?
no. But I'm saying,
Man, he going on tour?
Oh, yeah, no, he did Coachella last year.
yeah.
Shut up, bro.
Yeah.
What did he do on Coachella? All he did was yodel like who?
He sings like Hank Williams songs and stuff. He covers some.
Williams.
I think, but he's got some joints now. He's got he's got a joint called
Original country.
He's got that's why he's good, because
You know, I was watching this
studied the
show
greats.
on CMT like 2 years ago. It was called Sun Records. And that's how I found out about Hank Williams. And Hank Williams' manager, he changed the game at this time. Because Hank Williams was in the 50s, 60s. When was Hank Williams before?
I mean, because you got Hank Williams Jr., and then I think you have I know there's two of them, so I'm not sure.
Well, his manager at the time
But yeah, I think 60s for sure.
was apparently, I could be wrong, the first person, he died in 1953.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he was
Original
doing
Hank
his
Williams.
thing in the,
Okay.
like I said, in the 40s and 50s.
Damn.
His manager apparently is the first person to he changed the game back then. He's the first person to introduce the selling of merch.
Wow.
So all Hank
t-shirts.
Williams shows, they used to sell like Hank Williams merchandise. So,
Shout out to Hank, because that's the only way we make money now.
well, Hank wasn't making money off of it. His manager was keeping all the money. Hank didn't really know. His manager was like throwing him a little something here and there, and that's how his manager was. So his manager was getting money off the show, and then he was selling merch on the side. And was killing
Sly
it.
bastard.
Was killing it. But that was just something I saw.
Okay, Reggie with the country history.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's called Sun Records on CMT. It's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that
It was
out.
only like one season. I don't think it got renewed, and I ain't gonna lie, I was disappointed. I was really disappointed that it didn't come back. But if you get a chance, it's called Sun Records. I think it came on CMT. It was real
Yo,
good, bro.
So while we're on the topic of country, because I don't know if we'll get back here like anytime soon. So while we're here, I just have to give these recommendations. There's two new country artists that I'm a big fan of. Number one, Sturgill Simpson. He's got this album called Sound and Fury. And Sturgill Simpson all of his albums are great, but he sounds like it's not anywhere near like sappy pop mainstream country. It sounds like it was, the early country, like your Willie Nelson days and things like that. He's really singing. It's true art. It's not, and every one of his albums sound nothing like the next one. And this new one, I don't even know how to describe it. It's got a lot of electronic sounds, and he said that he made it that way so his live shows could be more fun. So he could have people just wilding out, and it's upbeat. It's almost got like techno sounds in it, and it's just wild. And it's nothing like you ever heard in country music. So if you don't like love country, but you're curious about it and you just want to hear some dope shit, listen to that Sturgill Simpson Sound and Fury.
His name's Sturgill.
Sturgill, bro. And I mean, his voice is crazy and his lyrics, amazing.
Sturgill.
It's poetry. And he puts it over records and amazing. Another dude, Orville Peck. Orville Peck is fire.
His names.
His
country names are crazy.
So Orville, he let me find the name of his new project he dropped.
Simpson.
I think at the end of 2009. It's called Pony. But look, he doesn't show his face. He rocks these like fringe masks over his face.
Man, you seen The Watchmen on HBO?
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
That's what his mask look like. I keep on his TV shows right now.
Reggie knows every fucking show that's on any streaming platform.
You need a TV show recommendation.
Let
me know.
Speaking of, you put me on that Mindhunter shit. I'm already almost done with just started season 2. Fire.
It's freaky, man.
Mindhunter on Netflix. Yeah, you getting inside of those minds of those crazy psycho killers.
And check out Outsiders on HBO.
Outsiders?
Yeah, that's crazy too.
Write that down. Outsiders.
Outsiders is good too. It just came out, I think it's like 4 episodes. It's a limited series though, it's like 6 episodes. So you can watch that like on a Sunday.
Bet.
You know, when you're not doing nothing.
Come on, man. This was so disrespectful.
Oh, nah.
Yeah. Yo, so, all right, before we sign off, because we pushing the time here, man. We like an hour 30 almost, but
it doesn't even feel like
I know, crazy. Time flies, man.
It does.
When you're having a good old silly time, you know. Yeah. So
you gotta close it with your radio voice.
All right, before we sign out here, we got a couple of housekeeping things to go over here. Here at WQWW900 Synonymous. That's right, Synonymous. So before we get out of here, we're putting out playlists with every one of these episodes. So if we talk about some shit like we wrote down, like that Ghostface remix with Kanye on there, that's going to be on next week's playlist. Definitely got to give Tyler, the Creator, some love. So yeah, we're putting them out on right now. It's Apple Music, Spotify, and Tidal. So every week it'll be called Synonymous, and then whatever episode. So next week it'll be Synonymous episode 2. Check out last week's playlist because it's fire.
Last week's playlist is fire.
It really goes.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good. I think each week that's definitely something people should look forward to.
Absolutely.
It'd be a mix of everything. R&B, rap, maybe some country.
Only the dopest.
Throw a little country.
I might have to throw in a Sturgill.
Something different at y'all this time.
I might throw in a Sturgill, man. But the thing is I get 5 tracks, Reggie gets 5 tracks, and then we agree on one. So this week was only 10, but the next weeks they should be like 11 tracks.
11.
5, and then one we agree on.
My picks last week, though, were mostly off of the episode.
Yeah.
I just did 5 that I like.
Right. Yeah, we both had the Baby King because I was trying to play him about the Baby King, but I went and listened to that song and I can't stop listening to it.
Baby King, yeah,
orange
sit
soda.
on his face, I attack it. I'm smoking cat piss. It goes hard though.
Yeah,
no, but this week it'll be good. We got a few you already listen to this, you already know, but
yeah,
it'll be a couple more.
Yeah, we're gonna give you some gems. Then Super Bowl tomorrow, man.
Oh.
All right. So
last week we made a bet. So I'm going with the
Chiefs. I'm going with the Niners.
So I thought of what I want.
You got a wager for me?
I got a wager. So if the Chiefs win, Cane, Travis.
Oh, she called me Cane, so he's
Hurricane.
Oh shit.
You gotta drop by next week's episode You know, it was an album at first, but we keep it at an EP. So just give.
Yeah, this dude told me last night. He said, "Yeah, I came up with my end of the bet. You got to record a whole project in a week and put it out.
Put it out.
Yeah.
But
So
EP.
So 3 tracks will suffice.
5.
5 tracks.
4.
But
4.
Let's do it like this though. You got to pick the beats.
Pick the beats.
You pick the beats. You send me 5 beats.
I send you 5 beats.
All right.
And you just gotta make 4 out of the 5 beats. I think.
Oh, okay. Fair. Yeah, that is fair.
I give you an extra beat too. So it might not be it's gonna really test you.
Yeah.
It's not.
I like it.
It's not your sound.
But that's what I try to see. I'm trained right now. The sword is sharp because I just did the On Everything project, and that's what I try to do is just find unconventional shit that I normally wouldn't rap on, but it was still shit that I knew I vibed with. Right. You know, so
this
you're right. Maybe
might
be more of a challenge. It's like a 5 Fingers of Death type of situation.
Yeah, I might be off the wall.
But I'm ready. I really don't.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I hope. I have faith in the 49ers. And then all Reggie has to do is rap a 16.
I just gave you
freestyle
bars.
a 16.
And gave you bars.
And he just earlier before we cut the mics on, this dude came up with 8 bars off the top, and they was
really
was
off the top.
And they was all right.
I'll give them to y'all another day and time, but
yeah,
you gotta pay for it.
Speaking of off the top, we gonna end it like this, man. I'm gonna put on a beat, and I'm gonna give y'all some bars, you know? Because we promised that at the end of all these episodes, somebody's either gonna perform, you're gonna get some new music. It's gonna be some kind of music. So today I feel like rapping. So we're gonna rap, man. Synonymous episode 2. It's a rap. And now we gonna rap. Yeah. Check. 1. Yo. Check. Look. Yo. Now I'ma give this to you free of charge. The hardest rapper not concerned with being hard. My competition is dressed in leotards. That probably explains the uneven bars. I stay flipping at a level that's Olympic. Could've benefited, but I never been a gimmick. If I said it, then I meant it. Kicking goat shit like the shoe app, cause every step has been authentic. I ain't never switch up, fight through the pick, even when I'm playing pickup. Somebody raise the rim up, my goal's higher, yeah, the price went up. My fam been down, so I'm trying to bring my kin up. The crib bottled up, cause I got a lot pinned up. But never had a hint of no give up. I make a move to set up my next move. That's why I pull up in reverse like a chin up. 1 step ahead of you. Respectable as a general. The buzz took time like an edible. The marijuana medical is smelling like a chemical. These rappers ain't credible, they story hypothetical. If we wanna get technical, I could've been a model if my features was a little more symmetrical. But I don't need any more heifers on my genital. I tend to put the pussy on a pedestal. Only being real, dope enough to deal. No joke, I could grab a whole key and peel. Take the snow and let it go, frozen for real. Get it, let it go, snow, frozen, chill. Don't deny the undeniable. I'm liable to get maniacal. I'm in a vile mood. Sick and tired of hearing all of these liars who hide the truth and try and use a gimmick they buy into. Follow close enough, you might find a jewel. Drop them like my palm sweaty. I ain't 8 miling you. I came up with both parents, and my parents had a real good marriage, but I never went to private school. Quiet dude, headphones on, writing to what I could set fire to when the time was due. Ciphers at lunch and battles outside of school. Smoking so many rappers, I had to buy a jewel. Keep talking crazy like Ye in an interview. I promise you'll be rhyming through the wire soon. You a washed up, dry and prune I consume. Old news like the findings in a Mayan tomb. Sip corn liquor, turn into a shining moon. That's why I light it up whenever I'm inside a room. Yo, I need a higher peak to climb up to. A real mountain, you diet do, go find a stool. Look what I could do. Show you how to wrap around the loop like teaching how to tie a shoe. This an Instagram caption, entire mood. Anybody could get it for real, why exclude? Sway call them hyenas, but to a lion they lion food. I ain't lying, dude. Cane is the name. Synonymous, episode 2.
We out.
We outie.
We out. Get it? Let it go. Snow, frozen. Chill. We out.
Yo.